Good morning, and today we're going to talk about guest posts. We allow guest posts on our site, Understanding E-commerce, because it allows us to create content and to share content by tapping into our community. The challenge is that the content that we get from folks, either the formatting is a little bit off, or maybe they haven't bothered to um, spell check it. So before we post anything, we go ahead and we edit it. So we're going to go through that process, show you some of the tools that we use so that you can accept guest posts on your site, and it also will help maintain the standard of your site. So let's look at some of the guest posts that we have pending. We're going to go back into our dashboard, take a look. And as you can see, we have 19 submissions that folks have sent to us that they would like us to post on the site. We review every one. We don't post anything unless it's been moderated to make sure that it is, meets our standards. It's not spammy. It's not promotional. That it provides information. So again, we have 19 to check from. We'll take a look at these. Let's pick one of these. SEO, well, let's just do the first one. It's easy enough. SEO services that derive revenue by increasing traffic. So we're going to go ahead and edit this. The tools that we typically use for editing is Grammarly. Grammarly helps us with punctuation, grammatical errors, things like that. So this is what it looks like before we edit it. As you can see, they've given us a title. And in this particular example, I love this, right? So the first example we use, it's only 160 words long, and our minimum is 300. It repeatedly uses a promotion for their product, which apparently is Apex Now. So this would be an example of something we would not publish, right? Because it's too short, it's promotional in nature, it doesn't add a whole lot of value to our readers. So this would be something that we would reject. So let's go back and see if we can find one that we can work with. This is the joys of doing this live. You just get what you get. Back to pending. How do you use an SBA loan to start and grow your business? Maybe we'll have better luck with this one. So this one is 696 words, which is a lot more promising. It's talking about the SBA loan process, which likely is less promotional if they're not trying to promote their own product. They've included some do follow links, or I'm assuming they're do follow links, and we will look to format it and make it sort of SEO friendly for our site, and then we will post it. So one of the things that we have done, and some of the tools that we use, is we always add a table of contents. Google likes this, so you can see down here that we have a table of contents. And what this does is it picks up your headers. So in this case, they've used H2 headers. This looks like an H2 header, right? So when we publish this, you'll see this. So if you want to have subcategories, what you do is you just, here there is 2 headers, and that was all that would be available in the table of contents. So if you wanted to add more, if you could add subheaders such as H3s or H4s, and that would give you, that would build out your table of contents. In this case, it's probably not necessary, so we won't add anything to this. But then beyond that, we're going to use Grammarly to take a look. Grammarly is already installed. You can see up here, this green button references Grammarly. You can look that one up. They've added some images. So one thing is we like our images centered. It's just a personal preference. So we're going to go ahead and center these images. For us, what we want to do is we want to ensure that any images that we use have alt tags so that our folks that are viewing the site that have maybe are slightly sight impaired or something along those lines will have a way and means of identifying what we're talking about, as well as Google can't read images. So we give it an alt tag. So for here, we're going to go in, hover over the picture. It's going to give us an edit function. And you can see there's no alt tags. So we go ahead and we're going to fill in those alt tags. And we're going to also repeat that again for the caption. and this will help some of the SEO. We're not linking it to anywhere, so we don't need to do that. So we've centered the image, we've added an alt tag, and we'll do the same with the second image that they've included. Next thing we're going to do is give it a feature image. We are going to copy the title and use that with our feature image. So this is going to be about SBA loans. Set feature image. Should be, hopefully they've added it to the library. We can go ahead and find that. Have an idea about where it is or not. So not sure which image it was. So one of the things we'll do is we'll go back and we will open up our library and see if we can find the image associated with that. We'll open up that particular tab in a new tab. Go scroll down. This was a couple days ago, so it's probably in the second. Actually, there it was. Just passed it. So this is the image that we're looking for to add as our feature image that they've uploaded, the author. So go ahead and find that. Grow your business. Just double check. Grow your business. Right. Make sure we're using the right image. We fill in the alt tag. We go ahead and fill in the caption and the description to make sure that all that information is available. That will add it to, and then it shows up as our feature image. So this particular article will have 3 images with 3 alt tags for descriptive purposes. As you can see that there's some highlights here suggesting from Grammarly that we should make some corrections. We're going to go ahead and launch Grammarly by clicking the button on the bottom, and it's going to make some suggestions. These are generally pretty good. We'll take a look at them and we look at them quickly, make sure that they're reasonable. But they're usually just grammatical and cleanup issues. So we cleaned up 25 issues to make sure that it's a little more readable. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the use Yoast. We're going to enter in the focus key phrase, which is going to be the title, and then we're going to look at the snippets to make sure they're consistent. This is currently telling us the way that we have it formatted is the title is too long because we've included the site title. We're going to eliminate that, and that gets us back under the window. The slug is the same. We're going to add that to the meta description, and what we're doing is consistently using the same keyword phrase so that in our image, in our feature image, in our title, in our slug, and in our meta description. So this is clearly all about using the SBA loan, so that sends a signal to Google that we're consistent. Then we need to figure out what we want to use for the rest of our meta description. So we're going to go back up here, capture sort of the intro. It's too long, so we're going to shorten it up to make sure it's reasonable. So what we have here is how to use an SBA loan to start and grow your business. Learn how to use an SBA loan to start and grow your business. Again, just consistency, right? So what we've done, in just to recapture real quick, is we went ahead and made alt tags, added alt tags to our images, added a feature image using the keyword phrase. We then repeated that keyword phrase in SEO title, the slug, and the meta description. Filled out the rest of the meta description, and then went through using Grammarly to make sure that we cleaned up any of the grammatical issues. So we're ready to post. So this is a guest post that's been provided by one of our readers. This allows us to use user-generated content to make sure that we have lots of new things to discover on our website. Eventually this will post. And the one last thing that I want to show you was that we talked about using the table of contents. So we've used a plugin here and this generates the table of contents. It only picks up the headers that we've used, and we've only used 2 headers, and then it's picking up a header from the sidebar, which is a call to action to join our newsletter. We hope this short video gave you some insights into what we look at when we are editing a guest post and how we optimize it for Google. And we hope that you'll come back and visit us again. Thank you.